you're excited about CRM Day, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, the good news is we have smarter people than me that are going to show it to you today.
Okay, yes. I have a newsletter that I want to get out, and this is very exciting for me.
Good. Hey, Robert.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good.
How did you, Misty, and I all three color coordinate the blue today? I did.
Well, Misty and I, we called each other. We worked it out. I don't know how you figured it out.
I don't know. I guess I was on the same energy length as you guys.
Good morning.
Mhm.
Should I know those three initials on your shirt? Okay, you're right. I didn't know that. Okay.
So, Steve, this is funny. I was chatting with a mutual friend about yesterday. You know Emerson?
Sure. I know Emerson a while. I love Emerson's personality.
He was telling me about somebody that was on a meeting the other day, a pitch meeting, that was all excited about this new CRM and it did this and it did that. And he's like, I know who that is. But it was that you, Phil? Emerson's a good guy.
He is.
We're trying to do some work with him, so there may be some surprises down the road. We'll see.
Good. I like that. Hey, Thomas.
Hello.
Thomas, you look too serious for a CRM training.
Yeah, right.
You look like you were rehearsing your lines, like you were going to do it today.
Yeah, okay. If you want me to. All right, everybody, just throw it in here, shake it up, it'll come out the way you want. Shake and not stir. For those
And
who
just
dream.
remember that we're also going to still have one more training today at the usual time, after this one. So, Robert, we have trainings every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 o'clock. Those are kind of our locked-in ones, sort of our onboarding training sessions every single day.
And always in this pitch room?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Rachel.
What's up?
All right.
Good.
See, I'm only early today because we have special guests. Otherwise, everyone knows I come late, Robert, just so you know.
Misty and I always try to be 5 minutes early.
I'm working on that 5. Hey, Denise.
Hey, how are you, Steve?
I'm good.
I have a quick question for you, Steve.
Okay, but I'm just going to hit mute first and then unmute yourself because somebody's making a little extra noise in the background. Okay? Go ahead now. Please unmute.
When someone books an appointment with you, do you get notified right away?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It goes right. I get a immediate text, email, and then it goes right to my calendar.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Chad.
Hey, I'm just curious if this will be recorded, and if so, will we get a copy of it so we can review?
Yes, we are going to record it, and it'll be posted on your dashboard in the communication center.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Good. And this one is really more important in the recording because our first one, was more of an overview, big picture, right? All the possibilities. And this one is a little more roll up your sleeves and how you're going to really be able to use it. Did I do that justice, Misty? Okay. All right. So we'll start about in a minute or so as people are still rolling in. And Robert, Misty, are you going to want to take any questions afterwards? You guys comfortable with that? Okay.
Yeah, we can open it for 5 minutes of Q&A afterwards.
Okay. I'll make sure of that. Okay. And just, again, everyone, if you have questions, just kind of hold it off until the end. All right. All right. We'll start in 1 minute. Remember, all of you will be on mute, so Robert and Misty, make sure you unmute yourself as well before it starts. And you'll see me hit the record button. Okay. Right. Okay. I've just kind of hit everyone on mute one more time. And I'll hit record. And here we go. Okay. All right. I want to welcome everyone to our CRM training. Last week was our first one where we had a chance to introduce Robert. I'm sorry. Let me mute this one person. Okay. Okay. If you can, just keep yourself on mute until it's Q&A time. I appreciate that. And I can say to you that ever since we launched the company with what we consider, right, the most interactive transformational experience in a webinar, text, email, or social media broadcast, we haven't had this much excitement about a feature that we're introducing until I said those three magic letters, right? CRM. And for those of you that weren't here last week, as I said, that everything we develop on our platform is with our own development team, with very few exceptions. And this is one of those because of my personal relationship, respect, and friendship for Robert, who has been a great developer in his own right for the past 20 years, came to me with this big discussion about what he was embarking on, which is a CRM, and it ended up being a CRM for us, you know, in that perspective. And so I know you're going to be grateful because I'm very grateful what he and Misty have put together specifically for us and the experience of creating the best touchpoint platform in the world. And I know that you can't do that without a CRM. So with that, let me turn it over to Misty to share the experience. Thanks, Misty.
Hi, guys. Super excited to be on with you lovely humans again. I'm going to share the screen, but today we're going to go over more in depth the CRM, the features of it, how to navigate through it, and the benefits of having it. So let me share my screen. Okay, I am going to start off. All right, let's see if I did this right. Can you guys see my screen where it says live shopping reimagined?
We see Steve's Pxch CRM.
Okay. I shared window. Okay, we did rehearse this beforehand. Give me a second. Okay, I'm sharing window because I want to go to this screen here. Let's go here. There we go. You see that now?
You got it.
Okay, perfect. So I wanted to share this screen first before we get to the CRM because I want to show you all the different ways and touch points where when a client or a potential customer comes into your bio page, every point where it's going to drop into your CRM as a lead. So that starts from your customer facing bio page here. So when they schedule a meeting with you, they click schedule meeting. Right now I'm in as if I am somebody coming to your page. So say Steve shared his page with me and I am now looking at his page. You'll be able to tell right here by this little human icon that this is not something you're logged into. I just wanted to let you know that because when you're actually logged in, you're going to see the hamburger menu, you're going to see the editing options. So if ever you're in your system and you can't edit, and then you see this little human icon up here in the circle, that is why, because you're not actually logged in. Just wanted to let you know that. This is the customer facing view. So when they come to schedule a meeting, I did one this morning with Steve. And so he should have received notifications, emails that I booked with him. It was a test meeting, but I wanted to show you that so that you can see what it looks like in the CRM. So whenever anybody books a meeting here, just like Calendly, they can choose a date, a time, enter their name and email, and then when they book the meeting, it drops them in to the CRM as a new lead for you to follow up with. Whenever they fill out a contact me form, they're also going to drop in as a new lead into your CRM. Whenever they subscribe to your events, they can click on group events, one-to-one, one-time special events. When they come here, it's going to prompt them to create an account. And then once they subscribe to your events, they're going to be dropped in as a new lead into your CRM. Also with the videos, if they come over to your videos and they subscribe to your videos, it's going to prompt them to create an account if they don't already have one, and they're going to be dropped in as a lead into your CRM. And then the last point is reviews. If anybody writes a review, they'll be prompted to create the account. And then once they write the review, it'll drop them in as a new lead in your CRM. They can also subscribe to your customer experiences, and then they will be a new lead as well. So it's really cool because all of these touch points are generating new leads for you to reach out to and then build those relationships, nurture those leads. So that is what I wanted to show you on that page. Oh, another thing, last week we had those, a little bit of a glitch with the languages, but I did want to show you that you can go in here. Please let this work well this time. But see how it changes to any language that you choose, and then you should be able to change right back to English. Voila. So I just wanted to show you that is functioning now. It's a really cool feature. Yes.
Before you log in, would you go to my favorite area, which is videos?
Yes.
I
Robert's
don't
favorite
think you went over the videos, did you?
area. We didn't go in depth over the videos last week.
So can I take a couple minutes to explain why this is my favorite area?
Yes, please.
Okay. All of you at some point are going to create videos to share, whether it's in Facebook, Instagram, X, or YouTube. YouTube's a great platform to share videos in. However, if you're trying to become a brand authority, although YouTube is great, YouTube cares about the algorithm. And if you put a video up in YouTube and somebody goes and you share that video with somebody in YouTube and somebody subscribes to you in YouTube, guess what YouTube never does? They never tell you that that person subscribed to your YouTube channel. Number two, if somebody makes a comment on your YouTube videos, YouTube never tells you that a comment was made. If somebody likes or dislikes a video in your YouTube channel, YouTube never tells you that somebody likes or dislikes it. Why am I saying this? And there's two other things. YouTube cares about algorithms, meaning that 30 seconds in, they're showing an advertisement. There's a really good chance that advertisement could be a competitor of yours. Number two, the other videos showing on that channel are not your videos, unless somebody specifically goes to your YouTube channel and they're still going to see other videos. Where this differentiates completely is you now have your own YouTube channel, call it the Steve Jamison video channel. And Missy, would you just click on a video, just one of the, say the first one for Steve Jamison? And then stop on the audio as soon as it starts to play. So the difference here is every video in your channel is going to be your video. There are no advertisements here. We are not monetizing this through advertisements. And everybody within the basic system that everyone's getting, you can put up to 4 videos or 2 gigabytes of video storage. And here's what happens. When somebody subscribes to your videos, to your channel, it drops into your CRM and you get an email notification, and you will be able to get an SMS notification when you subscribe to the SMS. When somebody puts a comment in there, it creates a lead. When somebody likes or dislikes it, it creates a lead. And when you share this video, Missy, would you just click share? It will automatically generate a screenshot of your video, just like Linktree. So consider this platform a replacement for Linktree. For any of you using Linktree, it's going to generate a link, a QR code. If somebody scans this QR code, they're coming right to your page. And if you share on any of these platforms, you share on X, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, any of them that you share on, when they go to click to watch the video, they're not going to YouTube and all the other noise out there. they're coming back in here. So you now have your own YouTube channel that will generate leads for you. That's why this is next to the calendar and the scheduling system. This is my favorite area that I wanted you guys to realize how important this is, that because you can now become your own influencer without competing with all the other influencers out there. So I'll go ahead and stop. Thank you, Misty.
You're welcome. Thank you.
If I can ask a quick question on that topic. Hi, you hear me?
Steve, you're muted. Steve, you're muted.
Hi.
Morgan, we're going to keep questions to the end if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Now I'm going to go over to the CRM. Okay, so here is what your CRM dashboard is going to look like. And if you are in your dashboard, when you first log in, it takes you to the actual dashboard. You would just scroll down and get to your CRM this way on the left-hand side navigation bar.
Misty, I'm sorry, would you do me a favor and just go to the
Yes.
dashboard for a moment?
Okay. Dashboard.
Just so you guys know, full credit for this dashboard goes to Steve. Because when we started working together, he said, Robert, when people log in, scroll down if you would, Misty. The dashboard originally only had team calendar, CRM calendar, it only had these modules. When Steve and I started working together, if you'd scroll up, Misty, Steve and I actually worked together to design this dashboard for you because he knew how important it was that you could instantly, when you landed in your back office, schedule a meeting, do a phone call, put in a note, import your contacts. There's also the ability to export contacts, and we also will have by the end of this week or early next week, if you're using Go High Level, cough, cough, you will have the ability to export your contacts and import them into Go High Level, as well as you will be able to connect your Go High Level account. So if a lead comes in from your calendar, it comes in from your videos, it comes in from any of your modules, it hits the CRM here, it will also fire that into the Go High Level account. So I just want to let you guys know, if you like this dashboard, it's because Steve said, guys, Robert, we've got to have a better dashboard. So we worked together for a couple of weeks with Steve to design this dashboard out. Just so you guys know.
If you don't like it, it's because Robert overrode my decision. Just so you know.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I just wanted to put that out there, guys, that Steve wants you to have such an experience in here that we've done a lot of things that were never planned to give you the experience that you have to make this the best CRM possible. Misty, I'm going to go ahead and shut up now. Go ahead.
We appreciate you, Steve. You've made us better as well. And through the dashboard I showed you last week, but you can also get to the CRM or any of the other features through your dashboard. So let's click on CRM, takes you right to your CRM dashboard. And this is going to give you a snapshot of the total leads, the active leads, your upcoming activities, recent activities. You can view all, or you can view on each topic, and it'll list all of your activities here. You can view all of your to-dos, or you can view them by topic here. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to see your performance insights. But let's dive into the pipeline. So earlier I created a calendar event from Steve's bio page, and it dropped me in as a lead, and it shows you right here the lead source. So you'll be able to track where most of your leads are coming in from. This pipeline is completely customizable to how you'd like it. You can customize the colors, you can customize the stages, and I'll show you how to do that in the settings. Here you can also change the name of the stages as you'd like. And you can have as many pipeline stages as you'd like as well. We always start in with lead in. That's the only one besides the last two that can't be changed, because you always want a lead dropping in. And then at the end, the last two are closed won and closed lost. So you can keep track of those. And on your dashboard, it'll show you, your percentages of your values of your closed ones and your closed lost if you add a money value to it as well. So here you can open up your leads, and everything about that person can be stored in this file, this lead file. And so you can add their picture, You can add notes about them. Say you had a phone call with them and they told you some things about themselves that you wanted to add in there, so that you can remember them the next time you call them. There's notes that you can add here. You can create activities here. So this is a summary of everything you can do within the lead. And you click on that, and then you can create the activity over here. And you can choose from a phone call activity, an in-person, a virtual, and choose the date. And then it sets a notification for you to remind you of that upcoming meeting that you set. Here's the notes section. You would click add note. This is the SMS section. If you decide you want to get a number within our system, you can start to have the SMS communications here instead of on your separate personal cell phone line. And then all of your SMSs will be stored in this section for you to easily refer back to. You can also send emails through here as well, and all of them will be stored within this system. So it's just convenient because everything is just in this one file. You're not searching for emails in a separate inbox, searching through your cell phone for their messages. Everything's here for your convenience. With the emails, you can choose to write them yourself. You can choose a template. We have many templates, which I'll show you where those are stored. And then you can also choose AI to create your emails as well, which is really cool. Robert also built his own emoji system in here so that you guys can add emojis if you are an emoji user to personalize it. You can also add attachments here, anything having to do with that client that you want within their file. And then you would fill out all the information that you have for them or that you learn of them. If there's a value to the deal, if you're selling a service or product, you can add that in here. And then we also have a section right here where you can add custom form fields, where you can create form fields and save them to their file as well. In here, you can change the status as well. So if they're a lead-in, but you've created a task and you had a phone call with them, you can move them to the initial outreach and it moves them automatically over here. Or you can manually do it by clicking on these 6 dots and just click and drag to whatever stage that they're in at the time. Let me show you here. Oh, right here is where you would use your personal time zone that you're in. You can change views of the way you want to view your CRM. And you can manually add leads here. So we have where leads are generated through your bio page with all of those sections that we showed you, but you can also manually add a lead here. You can create a new lead, or you can select an existing contact, because you can import all of your contacts and then you can add them as leads, or you can add a lead and then save it as a contact. And I'll show you the contact section as well. So that's how you add leads manually. And then here will be your calendar. So anytime you create activities, anytime you create events, meetings with those leads, it'll show up in your calendar here, and you can click on it and it'll open up and show you all of the details about that meeting that you have.
And Misty, it would also automatically, once you set it up, be integrated in to your Google Calendar, for instance, for people who always want to have the information in both calendars, correct?
Yes, we have the Google integration. And then whenever they receive or you receive the email, you can also click accept and it'll go into your calendar. And then when you book a meeting from your page, or where someone else books a meeting from your page, we have all of the calendar icons that you can add it to each individual calendar. If you have Apple, Google, Outlook, all of those. Okay, so then you have your contacts here. And this will be a list of your contacts. Any of the leads that you clicked that box add as contact will be here, and they will be in the stage that they are currently in. We'll open up Roberts. Here, when you open it up, you can also send emails or SMSs from here. And then you can add all of the information, if it's not already in here, about the lead, the notes, their address, any files that you'd like to drop in, and their social media links. So it's pretty robust about the information about the certain leads so that you have everything you need to follow up with them and nurture that relationship.
Hey, Missy, to the left of send email icon, would you click on the little 3 lines there so that they can see that as well? You also have the ability to customize your contact system. So everybody has different information based upon your business that you're working in. So you have the ability to come in and add any type of field, put it in any module that you want, drag and drop the modules around, drag and drop the fields around. So like Misty, click on expand the lead information arrow.
Expand.
Just click on the arrow to the left of lead information up there.
Right here. There we go.
Yeah, so you can add fields into here. If you go down to address information and expand that, you can drag and drop all this around. So if you want to reorder it, if you want to put a pick list in here, let's say you want to put a website address in here, everybody can customize their own CRM exactly as they want it to be.
That's great. Okay. Here's our SMS center. If you want to, like I said, just have your SMSs stored within the lead file, you would purchase a number, I believe it's $6 one-time fee, and then you would just add funds to your plan. And I believe it's 1,004 segments for like $10. Okay, so that's where you would get your SMS numbers.
And also just to mention, if you have your own Twilio account, you can put your own Twilio account in there, and that'll just take the segments out of the Twilio account that you already have.
Yep.
And just like if you're familiar with Twilio, typically as a smaller to medium-sized business has their own Twilio account, but then we have all of the analytics, whether it's your Twilio account or you purchased a number through here, it'll give you all the analytics and where segments have been spent, SMS is going out, et cetera. It tracks everything through here, along with delivery rates, open rates, view rates, et cetera.
And then if you go into your settings for your CRM, this is where you can fully customize your stages and the theme that you would like. You can create your own email and SMS templates. So here, you can come in here, and anytime you see a pencil icon, you can customize it. You can actually change the colors here if you'd like. You can change the name of your stages depending on your personal business and brand. You can come in here and choose from over 40 markets on a pipeline template. So we've created pipeline templates that correlate with specific markets. So you can come in here, simply apply the template, and it will automatically change without having to save. It will go to your pipeline stages and apply these templates. And then from there, if you wanted to add another stage or remove a stage, you can do that as well. So it's fully customizable. Here we have a selection of color choices. So if any of these matches your company brand, you can use those. And like I said, within the actual pipeline templates, you can also change the color within that. Here we have our email and SMS templates. So we have a variety of templates. We have welcome, follow-up emails, and then we have some that you can actually customize yourself, or you can create an entire new one on your own here by clicking new email template. And we have the mail merge variables as well that you can utilize. And then same with SMS templates here. We have many already created for you, but if you'd like to customize some of them, you can, if they have the pencil icon, or you can create your own templates to send out. And then here are our integrations. Robert, did you want to talk to them about how we integrated Pxch and how if somebody doesn't have a Pxch account and they sign up, they can sign up for their Pxch account here?
I believe everyone that signs up is going to have their own Pxch account. So we could actually click on disconnect here.
Okay.
And then reconnect Steve's account. So just disconnect that. And any events that you have attached to that, if you did, so again, because Pxch is available on some other platforms that we're working on, that's what we have the sign up button. See, we can talk about whether we need to hide that here or not. But if you go ahead and click connect, and then Steve, what's your room name or your information? Can't hear you. You're muted.
I think my room, I don't even know my room. I think it's / Steve, but I'm not
Is it this
positive.
one right here? Is it / Steve
I think so.
/9100 /.
We're doing another / Okay.
Yeah, 91003303. And just
Okay.
click connect. And any of your meetings that were disconnected are all of a sudden reconnected here. Again, this is where you can also connect your Google Calendar. You can see the Go High Level integration. I told Steve about this yesterday. That should be completed. Hopefully, I'm waiting on an update from development. Should be completed tomorrow. Worst case, it will be completed and rolled out on Monday. Facebook pages, I do want to talk about briefly. Facebook pages are, if you have a business Facebook page, you can connect your business Facebook page. Facebook does not allow connecting personal Facebook pages. That is just part of their policies and procedures. We tried to get around it, but we couldn't. So if you do have a Facebook business account, if you don't have one and you're running a business, using Pxch, I would suggest go set up a Facebook business account. When you connect to your Facebook business account, anybody that makes a comment or shares anything from your Facebook business account, that will also create a lead in your CRM. Right now, it does not create the link to the Facebook post. We're working on that, but you can generate leads from your Facebook business account into the CRM. And again, when those leads come in, they'll go into your CRM in the lead in stage as well. It will send you an email saying somebody connected with you on Facebook, and now that leads in your CRM.
And Robert and Misty, I know one of the biggest questions is how do you set up campaigns and how do they work?
So campaigns, we don't have the campaign set up right now, Steve. We are working on that with triggers and workflows. So if I told you everything was on my board, I think with what I've got, simply we're working on a newsletter system. They're in the calendar system on a paid account in the schedule a meeting. There are workflows and triggers, and I should explain this. Just like Calendly, and I believe we replace Calendly, or you replace Calendly with this. Just like Calendly, you have unlimited events, but only one can be active. Same in this system, you can have unlimited events, but one can be active. The moment you upgrade to the paid plan, you can have unlimited events, unlimited active events, tie it in with your workflows and triggers. All the forms are available. So we've got all the forms for all those vertical markets are also available the moment you do that. Triggers and workflows and what Steve would refer to as campaigns are coming next in a few weeks, where you will be able to determine, you'll either be able to follow up manually with your leads, with emails and SMSs like Misty trained on, or you will be able to set trigger, and this is on the paid version, you'll be able to set triggers and workflows that based upon where the lead came from, what stage it is in the pipeline, when it came in, when you last had a contact with them. It can trigger an email, it can trigger an SMS, it can schedule another meeting on your calendar, it can share a video with them. That is stage 2 coming out in a few weeks. And then stage 3, and I don't have a date on it, will be what we call agentic AI. And we don't have where that's going to fit in pricing yet, but you'll be able to set up the agentic AI will automatically determine the best times to run your campaigns. So like I said, there's more on my board that I really wanted, that I don't want to put those out there right now. We've done an integration with Go High Level. My goal is to actually build a system that's better than Go High Level in here for you guys. So it's coming, but the newsletter will be the first thing, and the triggers and workflows for the campaigns will be second.
Okay. Thank you for that.
I'll leave you with this. And I've been developing software for 30 years. There is no end date on the things that we're going to continue to add in here. Starting in a few weeks, a couple days or every couple of weeks that you come in, there will be new features and functionality that you hadn't even conceived that are rolling into the system constantly.
And in the pipeline, I saw people are asking questions, is can you change the order of the pipeline?
The answer is yes, Misty, if you
Into
want
the
to show
pipeline.
that.
Yep. So if you want to change, are you saying, do you want to move your pipeline stages around? Yep. You would just click and drag here. And then also you can change the title of the stage.
Great.
So he's made it very easy.
In case anybody asks the question, because I've been asked it yet, we do not have multiple pipelines in here. So I've had people ask for it. It's something that we're scoping, where you can have a pipeline for your accounting company, a pipeline for your roofing company, a pipeline for your solar company. Missy actually worked in Pipedrive for about 5 or 6 years and was probably one of the most complicated CRMs that she ever worked in. We're trying to figure out how to do some of these things without having to have a college degree in how to run a CRM. And that's the challenge. Is, you look at most of the CRMs out there, they're pretty complicated. We're trying to keep everything, again, we're not going enterprise level. We're never going to try to go up against Salesforce with what we're doing, but we're trying to, we are working on the most robust systems that we can deliver for you with the easiest functionality and capability, where you're not having to submit a ticket every 15 minutes or every day. How do I do this and how do I do that?
Robert, let me ask you this. So let's say, for instance, I'm an Herbalife, New Skin, Amway insurance person, and I want to use the CRM obviously for that business, but I'm also doing Pxch at the same time. Can I basically have 2 profiles or 2 paths? I'm not sure what the right term is, to be able to, like you say, have a CRM for my primary business and maybe a CRM activity as opposed to a separate CRM for my secondary business.
So with the system, we can support multiple accounts. Let's have a side conversation about that, Steve, where like Misty and I, when we log in, we've got anywhere from 10 to 15 logins that we can switch between systems. So I could switch between my Amway system, my Herbalife system. And one of the things I was going to mention is Misty, would you do me a favor and go to Steve's bio profile page? Because this is with the question that Steve just asked, and I know that wasn't part of the training today, but I do want to explain that when you have this system, it's not just for Pxch. Give it.
I'm not sure why I don't know if this is my internet or what's going on here.
Can you pull up another tab and just go to mypitch.com/Steve? If not, I can pull. I've got a tab I can pull open because I did want to explain this to everybody.
And Robert, while they're pulling that up, if you can just remind people of the difference between, let's just say the $15 a month plan and the $29 a month plan. Is it just more contacts, or is it the more multiple features? So they understand the benefits of in that perspective of everything.
It's more of everything. So, the free program has a limited number of features. Misty, I'll share my browser in a second.
You're going to have to, yep.
The sweet spot on the $29, other than, being able to put in up to 100 videos, having 250 gigabytes of storage, being able to put more of the same that's in the free system and more of the same that's in the second system. The biggest sweet spot there is right now everybody is getting a mypitch.page system, but Thomas wants thomascargill.com and Daryl wants darylplace.com. At the $29 a month, the big thing is you're now branding and marketing yourself, not Pxch. And that's where, let me go ahead and I want to share my screen just because Steve, you started to touch on it. I'm going to share my entire screen And am I sharing here correctly?
Yes, we see live shopping reimagined for the way people really buy.
Got it. So just so everyone knows, when your system is deployed, it will not be deployed with this content. It will be deployed with blank content. You will have an about page. You will have a mission page, a vision page. You'll have a team page. But you will be able to change your logo. So let's say that you're in Herbalife. You're going to be able to put the Herbalife logo up there, change the header colors to an image or Herbalife, put text up here, change these colors from the My Pxch colors to, obviously in the back office, because it's powered by Pxch, the colors are all Pxch in the back office. But everything in here, you will be able to customize the content. This content page right here, I don't know if I've got the mission in here. Yeah. So this about page, this mission page, this vision page was all written with the AI system that you all have in here. And you basically give it a command line prompt. And we've got another version in a few weeks that'll actually take you through a full wizard prompt on it. But you will have your own page with all of your own content, your own colors, your own logo. You know, everything will be about you and not about Pxch. So you know, Pxch is primarily, you know, as Steve says, the greatest virtual meeting system that's out there, but everything else is branded to you and about you. And Steve, that's what we'll talk about is, you know, the ability when we do being able to deploy multiple accounts within here. So they could have, let me go ahead and stop sharing. We'll have another conversation about that on how we can let them set up multiple accounts. They would still be able to use their same Pxch in there, but have multiple accounts in there. One for Herbalife and one for Shackley and one for Amway. But instead of being pipelines, the whole system, the look, the feel, the content would be Herbalife on one. On another one would be Shackley. On another one would be this. So I'll talk with Steve about how we can provision that.
Yeah, and to answer somebody else's question, and again, most of these questions I'm reading out of the chat, by the way, as opposed to being generated by myself. We decided in the beginning, originally we were going to populate everyone's CRM with information from Pxch, but there are many people I'm saying that may not want it configured that way. And so that's why we originally had it defaulted with Pxch logo, your downline organizations. But again, many people may not want to configure it that way. So you'll have the ability to set it up yourself in that perspective. Maybe we can have a button where someone, if wants to import that, we can do that automatically for you. But we're assuming that, as Peter had asked the question, that people have more than one primary business that they're going to use the CRM for. And so we wanted you to have the ability to customize that experience. Okay? So do you guys want to cover anything specific, or should we now open it up to questions?
I think we've covered a lot on there. So let's go ahead and open it up for Q&A.
All right, Harry, lead the way, my friend.
Okay, on the dashboard, when she pulled it up, I didn't see the ability to have an instant meeting. Is that still going to be available?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool. And then on the calendar, I saw the times. Is there a way to choose your availability so that when people go to my calendar, they won't choose 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yep, we actually just rolled out a whole new availability system that you'll be able to go in and set Monday through Sunday what your availability is. You're going to be able to set Monday through Sunday per event globally.
Perfect.
You can also go in and set all of your holidays, and we've done every country in the world, so all of the holidays in the world. They rolled out so much a couple of days ago. I'm still catching up with what the dev team rolled out, but the availability is as custom as you would be used to in any other system.
Thank you.
Yep. And one thing that we'll be discussing with Matteo and Robert is, as you know, in our back office, we have the meeting reports, right? So right now you can manually upload those meeting reports of people who attended that and put that in your CRM, but we're also going to create a webhook or a meeting. So you'll have a report instantaneously in your CRM of everyone who attended your meeting an hour ago. So whether you want to set up a campaign for them or send them individual messages, because we can tell in our report whether someone purchased your product or not, if it's an outside of Pxch. And so that's why we don't want to make that an automatic system, but certainly make available those instantaneous reports into the CRM, which we think will be a unique feature as well. Peter.
And if I can,
hold on a second. Go ahead, Robert. I'm sorry.
since you mentioned Mateo, there's two other things that I'll mention that we're working with you and Mateo on. Is one, when you schedule a meeting in your pitch back office, that will actually push into your calendar in the front office. Number two is just like the other video recording platforms, when a recording is completed and you have all of the notes, when you look at a contact, so if somebody's, you've scheduled in your pitch or in this system and you've created them as a contact, after that meeting's held, we'll obtain the video. Obviously, because there's cost to that, that'll be in a paid account, but the video will be available at the meeting level that Misty just demonstrated to you, as well as at the contact level, as well as the summary of the meeting. So all of that would be tied into the system that Misty just demoed to you as well.
Okay. Peter, go ahead, my friend.
Oh, hi. Thanks, guys. This looks great. My question is, if we have a business Facebook page, someone makes a comment, it will come into our CRM. Will that happen on any other social media platforms? And specifically, will that happen on YouTube? A little add-on to the YouTube part. How will people discover our videos that are on our back office equivalent of YouTube?
So we've done Facebook. We haven't looked into the other platforms if they will tie in. It's just a matter if they provide the APIs to tie into our system. Some do, some don't. My suggestion, which is why I said, my favorite area is the YouTube. Even if you have a YouTube channel, you can go into the video system, which, in the next week or two, Misty's going to go deeper into all of the modules and into the video system. You can actually, if you go into YouTube and you have a video in there, you can click on share. You can copy that link and go into our video system or your video system, add a video, drop in that link that's the share. It will go out and grab that video off of YouTube and pop it in. It will grab all of the details from that video and pop it in. So instead of sharing your YouTube channel, Peter, or a video from YouTube, share your pitch site, or when you buy petersimmons.com or .page, which I know you will, when you get that, then you're going to share your YouTube or your videos on this platform so that they're watching you, your business. They're not going to YouTube and getting inundated, which is what I was talking about, with a video, advertisement, competitors. It's now all about Peter Simmons or Michael Cronin. It's not about anybody else.
Thanks.
Okay. And before we take Denise's question, Lazaro's, and some other people's, I just want to mention something about Go High Level, right? Go High Level is a high priority for us, surely because of the amount of customers on Go High Level who have expressed such a strong interest in pitch, right? And the reason that Go High Level, in my opinion, has been successful is it's all about their white label program, right? Is that people are able to get that platform, pretend's a harsh word, I don't mean to do that. I'm saying, but use that platform under their own brand, their own name, cherry pick the features they like about Go High Level, and then add their own features to do that. That is definitely something that is a high priority for us to integrate with Go High Level in their white label program at the highest level, strictly for selfish reasons, because there's so many customers. I'm saying that will access that to us. But from a staging perspective, right, we needed to establish our own CRM inside Pitch first, right, from that perspective, to then establish the APIs that would be appropriate to go into Go High Level. So I just wanted to address that because I know that's a high priority for many of the software developers who are in love with Pitch or entrenched in Go High Level. Like I say, for the average person, I'm saying our CRM will probably replace Go High Levels. For the people who are marketing agencies and have other programs going on, we're not looking to try to do that. We're looking to try to add value to what you're doing. And so I just want you to know, high priority on the radar screen, complete understanding of your needs in that area, and intend to address it aggressively and with high priority. Hopefully that answers that. Denise.
I had a couple of questions. One on just, basic resources that we can use now to help us in our conversations with clients, potential clients, or people that would actually be users of Pitch. Anything specific that we can put our hands on, even a white paper or side-by-side or laying out the features, something simple.
Well, again, fairly soon we'll be releasing the product, right, as opposed to a white paper. But that's where the whole point of this over a very short period of time was to create an awareness, create a use case, create an understanding to go that. But because we're going to be releasing it fairly soon, that kind of information, right, isn't probably high priority on our list to get that out there more than these live trainings to do that.
We can do something on our own then. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. What about when, you know, in the art section, you know, I can see that you don't have multiple for different channels, but I could also see that you could integrate maybe, you know, your logos in the top and then have something in the CRM that indicates in the person, the lead, what it is specifically. It's Pxch, it's what else I do, it's this, it's that. Create those icons. Is that possible that you could just create your own little icon that says what the user discussion's about and just keep it there, keep it simple in the current CRM?
So two things, Denise, great questions. Thank you. One, when the video is posted, as Steve said, it'll be shared in the resources. If you just look at the menus that you may have seen from the video that Misty demoed, you can kind of go through and see all of the features that are really going to be in there that Misty will be digging into in the next couple of weeks. As far as being able to track separately in the calendar system, you can add at the paid program, you can have your forms that basically you can collect more information, whatever you want. So you would be able to collect more information in the forms, and that information is automatically put into the lead and is automatically put into the contacts in the CRM. So you'll be able to collect more information that you're looking for. Why are they visiting you? Are they interested in looking at a property? Are they interested in Amway? Are they interested in what type of business, your products, your services, consulting? So with the forms in the schedule a meeting system, you'll be able to do much more.
Okay, I have one more question. That's integration with Google. I think I saw that, but it seems to be kind of a standard need, right? With Google Calendar.
Oh yeah, that's standard. All you have to do is just click connect. It pops open Google. You put in your credentials and they connect. So the moment somebody schedules something on your calendar, the moment that you create an appointment in your system, that'll automatically go onto your calendar. And as Misty said, I think there's 5 or 6 different, there's Google, there's Apple, there's Microsoft, there's about 5 or 6 different that you can automatically, the moment you book an appointment, download that file and it'll go right into that calendar of your choice.
Which means you don't need your calendar software anymore in a sense, right? You're extra separate in a sense.
Not really.
Like
No, not
Calendly,
really.
or you know, you can book me or whatever. It just doesn't, that would be an addendum extra.
You won't need Calendly. I mean, Calendly is a great tool, but it doesn't tell them anything about you. Your calendar system tells them everything about you. It's got your social media, it's got your photo, it's got your contact details. So typically somebody schedules something on a Calendly and that's all they can do. Now they're going to schedule something on a Calendly, and as Steve and I always talk about with our background, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Now they're going to get to know you. They're going to get to like you based upon the information that they're going to see in front of them after they've scheduled a meeting. Now they can learn more about you. You can update your bio, your profile, put in your favorite links, link to your businesses, link to your social media, etc. So it's a lot more than just a calendar system.
Yeah.
And to add to that, I also want to just bring the awareness. There's many people that may not want to have all that information out there when you're scheduling an appointment with someone to book a meeting. You have the option to eliminate all of those fields and literally make it as basic as book a meeting from that perspective. So for me, you know, I'm probably somewhere in the middle, right? I'm somebody who wants to communicate with people in this environment, explore each other together, as opposed to feeling like they've already met me before they come on. But what a great opportunity, I'm saying, to when I'm requesting a calendar invite, to now take advantage of an AI avatar or my own personal recording. Everything doesn't have to be an avatar, but the idea that you can make your perfect presentation using one to really tell somebody why it's so important that I want them to attend my meeting in a minute or so. And so part of the things that, as you know, that we do is turn things into a simple use, talk, demo perspective. And we'll be doing that, you know, here as well as people get their hands around the platform. So again, it's first understand the platform, then the strategy, and then the results. So Lazaro, question, my friend.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I just have one question. Could it be possible that the CRM, could you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're in a bad spot, so there's a lot of background noise we're hearing from you, but try to get it out.
Oh, it's not here. Well, Could it be possible that the CRM had a chat so I could give help or support for my customers and clients through the chat of the CRM for all my contacts?
Yeah, Robert, right? You want to explain the customer support on the CRM?
Yep. So in the free version, there is not a live AI chat system, Lazaro, but when you go to the paid account, which I think, what was that, $16 a month, Steve, on the paid? 15 a month on the paid, you will automatically receive a live AI chat system that anybody on there can chat with you. There's a large language model that can be populated that we've already populated with a lot of the pitch information. Individual members will be able to populate their own large language LLM with their company information. And then the live chat actually stores all the history. And here's what I really love about the live AI chat. The moment somebody registers to chat with you, guess what it does? It creates a lead in the CRM. It sends you an email. Robert Proctor's on your website on live chat. You can now log into the back office and take over the live chat from AI so that now you're chatting directly with them. And then if you're not available and live chat's not able to answer the AI, or AI is not able to answer their question, they can then submit a ticket, and that ticket sends an email to you. The second part.
Wow, that's great. That's wonderful. Thank you. That was my question. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Lazaro.
Thank you.
The second part is when you're in your back office and you're using the live chat, you're actually at that point in technical support with Misty, myself, and our tech team, where any technical questions are now coming into our ticketing system, or we can take over the live chat with you. So in the back office, you're chatting with technical. When somebody visits you on the front end, they're actually chatting with you with your AI avatar, and then you can take over that chat. So it's probably one of the coolest chat features I've seen. But again, the whole feature of the chat is it creates a lead, and that's what this is all about, is creating that lead, going into your CRM, and then following up with that.
All right, Robert, let's go to Morgan, then Daniel, and then Santa Claus. So,
okay, and
guys.
I've got 3 minutes. I've got to jump off for another call, but Misty can hopefully take over any of those questions.
All right,
Yeah, real
Morgan.
quick. Yeah, I've been jumping in and out. As you've seen, I've had a lot of stuff happening, but I'm seeing this, and something came up in the beginning why I raised my hand, because I caught that before, where you can copy and paste your YouTube and put it into here and send it out from Pxch, which then it's not going out from YouTube. And then everything, because Robert had mentioned that, and I remember that from another meeting. So now with that other platform that was called StreamYard, I had used before, and I have it coming up for renewal. This almost replaces that now, right? It's going out to Facebook. You're just not going out yet to Twitter and the other Instagram possibly, or others.
Well, remember, StreamYard and Restream is a live broadcast, right? As opposed to sending out a video broadcast. So two different functionalities in that perspective.
So this here can, so in essence, the live feature on Pxch is no different than creating a live feature on StreamYard then, in that case.
Yeah, we're kind of mixing up functionalities here, right? The CRM really has nothing to do with a live stream broadcast in that perspective, right? It's more of a you would use the CRM here to send a recorded video or a post in that perspective. So kind of let's stay down on the right lane on this one for that. So it's not a restream or broadcast live conversation. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but when it's sent out from Pxch, where you copy the code or the whatever it is in YouTube, where you can copy and paste it into your Pxch, and you've mentioned, Robert, all that stuff that you normally see on YouTube, you don't necessarily, you're not going to see it no longer if it's coming from this platform.
Correct. It's all about you, Morgan. It's not about anybody else. It's your
brand.
Is literally your own YouTube channel that you can upload your own videos, or you can copy them out of Wistia, Loom, Vimeo, and YouTube, and paste them right into the system.
That's right.
As well as the videos that are even when you've completed your pitch videos and you have the URL for your pitch video, you can put your pitch video in there as well.
Right.
Okay, so while we only have Robert for a few more minutes, I want to make sure we get as many questions while here as possible. So Daniel? I know you have
Oh, yeah.
a question, comment.
Thank you so much. This is just such a exciting thrill ride here. Training videos. How soon do you expect that step-by-step training videos for people to learn to use all the different aspects of the system will be completed, released, created?
So two sides of it. The video, the meeting that we had last week, Daniel, that's already in the back office of the system. So as soon as that comes live and everybody gets their own system, that training video is already in the new Pxch back office, as well as Steve's putting that in your resource library. And as soon as the video, like as soon as this video is done, Steve will load that up in your resource library, as well as it'll be in the library in the back office. So with the back office system, videos can be private. They're not showing up on your video page, but there's different categories. So like we set up what we call the Pxch training category. All of these videos are going into that category. So right from the back office of this system, you'll be able to watch the replays and even share those with people. So if somebody's thinking about joining Pxch and they don't know about the CRM, you could share the video and they can watch it. They're watching it on your Pxch site. And then when they go to join, they're going to your Pxch to sign up. What we've done is we've disconnected all of the disconnected tools. Or connected.
Yeah, Robert, let's get two more questions in. Santa Claus and then Barry. Okay. Santa Claus?
Do I have, okay, two questions. Yeah, two questions. One is when I upload my Pxch videos to my new YouTube channel, will it work with the avatar? It doesn't work on my YouTube channel now.
I can't answer that. Sorry, Santa. We'll have to, I'll personally have to get back to you. I don't know if that addresses to Robert.
Well, you told me before that YouTube channel is closed. It won't let you go outside their channel. And that's why it wasn't working. And the other thing is, do I need to cancel my YouTube? And do I need to cancel my YouTube channel and just use my new YouTube channel?
I'd keep that because you've already got traffic going to that. You don't want to cancel anything that's already got traffic. You just want to start bringing those videos into this system so that people are viewing in there. I think your question was in relation to the avatar that's created in the Pxch system, Steve. I think he's saying that avatar doesn't work in YouTube.
Well, two things. As I always say, you can download an avatar onto your computer and upload it into YouTube because it's like plays like any other video. You can't use our link, right, that creates an interactive website. So that nothing has changed in that perspective. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to spend a lot of time on answering that question today when we have these two guests. And that's why we could take that offline. So nothing has changed in terms of that perspective, whether it be through the CRM, whether it be through us. Yeah, I appreciate that. So Barry, I want to make sure I get to you before Robert and Misty have to go. Barry, are you on mute? Sorry. Oh, there you are. Sorry, Barry. Can't hear you. Probably the best question of the day. Well, I can tell you this. It's the best question of the day we're not going to hear, at the very least of that, right? So apologize for that. Maybe you want to put it in the chat real quick. Does anyone else have any other questions before we close it out for today who hasn't asked a question yet? I see Tom, you've made yourself unmuted. Does that mean that you have a question?
No, Tom just joined. He has is our meeting now.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Tom.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Daryl, do you have a question or?
Yes, I missed the comment about the pricing ranges and what's included in each.
Okay, so we have 3 tiers. We have free, we have $15 a month, and we have $29 a month. And I don't know if Robert, in 15 seconds, 20 seconds, you could say the biggest highlights of that. I mean,
the biggest highlights is in the $15 a month. You're going to have, I believe, up to 25 videos and 25 gigabytes of storage. It's basically 25 of everything. Right now in the free version, you basically get 4 of everything, but 1 event. The $15, you're getting unlimited events and 25 of everything. And I believe either 25 or 50 gigabytes of storage. When you go to the $29 a month, you're getting 100 of everything, plus you're getting you're getting 250 gigabytes of storage. So think about it as having.
When can we start using it?
And let me just prep it. The storage that I'm talking about, if you're currently using Dropbox, you're going to be able to cancel your Dropbox account because this is going to include 250 gigabytes of storage, just like you would in Dropbox. And again, the biggest thing is you can put your own domain name on it. So you're going to be able to replace, mypitch the system with your personal name or your company name and drive all the traffic there. Because you want to build a brand, you want to become an influencer.
Okay, and I just want to say one thing before we go. Next week, we'll have one more training before we go live in that perspective. And then once we go live, then we'll have, trainings on a regular schedule. So again, it's not like trainings and then turning you over to the wolves, right? It's going to be as much as we can educate you before that, going live, and then having that kind of support. So let me just say thank you to Robert. Thank you to Misty. Thank you for your level of excitement and enthusiasm, and we appreciate it. If you have any feedback for us based on today's phone call, additional questions, again, I'm probably the only person who gives out their phone number to every human being in the world. Text me. I'll make sure that Robert or Misty get it. My phone number is 954-683-7755. Don't call, I won't answer, but I will make sure I forward the text. Same thing with my emails, steve@mypxch.com. Send me those notes and I'll make sure they get them answered. And if you have a unique case where we need to do a one-on-one session because you have something that you think that is unusually a great use case for us, we're also open to those conversations as well. Otherwise, I will see you guys at 4 o'clock Eastern on our standard training.